This is not the first time I've reviewed Avantera Elevate. Actually, it's the second. These two products might look the same, but there's one very big, very significant difference. I liked it last time, but not quite enough to give it my full validation. Will I like it enough to do so today? Let's find out. Hi, my name's Jason Mills, the founder of SOMA Analytics, and today, yes, we are looking at this version 2 of Avantera Elevate. The last time I was on, I talked very, very fondly about the brand, love the branding, still love the branding, but there were a couple of main flaws with the product. Firstly, they use a proprietary blend. Secondly, the doses of some of the ingredients was a little bit on the low side. So have they rectified it? Well, first things first, I've tested this again. So I've been using this for the last 28 days. So I'm going to be breaking down this new formula. Is it that new? Well, we'll see in a second. But ultimately, I'm going to give you an idea as to how I felt using it and whether I still see this as a viable nootropic supplement. Now, I don't want this review just to be about the old product and just harping on about those issues that they had previously, but obviously we do need to address them. So the first thing there was the proprietary blend. There is no proprietary blend anymore. Now, this is fantastic. I love this transparency from Avantera, that I think they're really going above and beyond to show that transparency. So not only have they invested in this brand new packaging, labeling of their product, slightly different formulation. They're also doing third-party testing, which is visible on their website, so you can go onto their site and have a look at that. So that's great. Now, in terms of this new formula, we've still got the Bacopa Monnieri itemized as 300 milligrams. So that's still exactly the same. Now, that's a fantastic nootropic ingredient, particularly for memory. It's a really strong ingredient there. So it's not something that you might necessarily see the impact immediately, but over time, the more you take it, the longer you take it for, you should start to see some benefits in terms of memory and recall. Next on the list, and this is an addition to what we had previously, and this is a fantastic one, is the adaptogenic herb Rhodiola rosea. I love this ingredient. I love to see this in a nootropic, and the inclusion here is fantastic at 300 milligrams. Now, what are you going to get from that? You're going to see a reduction in stress, and you should see heightened levels of energy. Again, at 300 milligrams, I'm really, really pleased to see that Avantera have put this in. We then get the CDP choline, citicoline. We had that in there previously, but it was part of the blend, so we didn't know exactly how much. We've got 200 milligrams of that. That's a pretty good dose. We've also got L-theanine. I love to see L-theanine, particularly in a nootropic that has caffeine, which this does. And again, we've got that dose now, 200 milligrams. That's a really good, solid dose there. We've then got turmeric, which is one of those that sometimes you see in nootropics, sometimes you don't. It's not a deal breaker for me. It's still, I like to see in there the health benefits of turmeric are pretty well documented. So even if you don't get huge nootropic benefits from it, you're going to see other benefits. And then we go on to the lion's mane mushroom. Now, this is my only gripe with Avantera Elevate, is that we only see 100 milligrams of this organic lion's mane mushroom. I would love to see a lot more of that in there. So if you are someone that is looking for a nootropic and you primarily want to focus on lion's mane mushroom as an energy booster in terms of cognition enhancement, then you might want to have some additional lion's mane supplementation alongside this. I'm not sure you're going to get a huge amount from 100 milligrams. But we do then get is the natural caffeine. Now, this is from green tea, so you should see a little bit of L-theanine within that as well. So that L-theanine is going to balance quite nicely, which is very useful that we've got the additional L-theanine because they've doubled the dose of the caffeine in this. So we're now getting 95 milligrams per serving. Another addition to this, and you're not necessarily going to see a huge nootropic benefit from this, but what we had previously and what you see with a lot of nootropics and a lot of supplements in general is they can cause nausea. Now, Avantera have added ginger to this, and we're getting 30 milligrams of ginger. And I think the prime reason for that, and they actually say this on their website, is to counteract that feeling of nausea that some people do get. And I think that's a really clever addition. We then get the black pepper extract, the bioperine. Now, that is great. That was there before, and that's just there primarily to help absorption and bioavailability. So all in all, this is a much, much better product. Just by looking at the ingredients, the fact that you've got that level of transparency. Like I say, my only kind of issue going into this was that lion's mane dose is still a little bit on the low side, but everything else really sort of stacks up. So how did I get on with it? Well, like I said, I've been using it for 28 days. I've actually got another tub of it here, so I could take it for another 28 days if I wanted to. For me, even as someone who is a seasoned nootropic supplement taker, I felt the benefits of this 100%. Energy, focus, felt clean, didn't feel spiky or jittery or anything like that. And you know, maybe I was also getting some of the other benefits that I might not necessarily be feeling. I can't necessarily say I was in terms of memory and things like that. Generally, my memory is pretty good. Certainly no negative reactions to it. And the caffeine, L-theanine, the citicoline, the rhodiola rosea definitely was having an impact. I really like the way this is packaged together now. Like I say, my only gripe now is that low dose of lion's mane mushroom. So who would I say that Avantera Elevate is for? So the last time I reviewed this, I said it was more geared towards beginners because of those low doses and because of the fact that we didn't know what all those doses of all those other ingredients was. I still think that Avantera Elevate is a really, really good nootropic for beginners, and probably for anyone who is not too fussed about the mushroom element. So if you're one of those people, and there's lots of people out there, it's something we get quite a lot, that you don't like the idea of supplementing with mushrooms for whatever reason, then this could be a great option, because that lion's mane mushroom is low, it's there, you're getting something from it, but it's not a prime kind of headline ingredient in this blend. But there's plenty going on in there that is going to give you a real boost in terms of cognition, in terms of focus, in terms of energy, and also in terms of reduction of brain fog. So these are all the benefits that you're going to get. If that's something that you're looking to get, I would 100% recommend Avantera Elevate. If you're also someone that suffers with nausea when taking supplements like this is probably going to be a decent option. The turmeric and the ginger in there is definitely going to help you. So would I recommend it? Yes, I would. If you want a bigger kick, then I'd go for something else. And if you do want to go ahead and grab that, make sure you do use the SOMA discount code. Just add the discount code SOMA or use the link below and you'll get a 30% discount on your purchase, which obviously always comes in handy. And again, would I continue taking these? I'd be quite happy to. At the moment, I am taking a lot of Matcha Flow, which is our own brand that we've recently released. Well, we released earlier this year, and we're getting rave reviews about that. That has got a really high dose of lion's mane mushroom. It's also got reishi. It's also got tremella mushroom. It's got MCT oil. It's got B vitamin complex. It's a great nootropic. It's a lovely drink as well, particularly if you're into matcha. If you want to see more about that, check out my review about that here. Might be a little bit biased, but I think you'll like it too. But this is a good thing. This is a good product. Well done, Avantera Elevate. See you soon.